afternoon Saudi football. Once again, we will be kicking off the East Side in the
Winslow set the kick. Rashad Emmanuel.
He's up, and it will be returned at the 20. And he is immediately brought down by a swarm of Eagles. So Eastside will set up shop at about the 21-yard line.
And last week, Winslow suffered a key injury to Asar Hurd. I don't see him out there, so I'm assuming that he will be sitting this one out. It was a deep knee contusion, so we'll see how this defense holds up without their true leader in Asar Hurd. But they do have Benjamin Carter that's actually holding it down on the line as well. So we're going to see how Eastside comes out. Bunch formation, quad right, stacked. 5 wide receiver set.
Dale in the shotgun as the ball is snapped. And a swarm of Eagles take down Dale, sacked on the first play of the game. Looks like that is number 11, Kamaj Matthews, on the tackle.
Yeah, the Eagles defense looking like they're ready to play today.
Winslow wearing their green jerseys and gray pants combo. As Eastside will try to make something shake on the second down. As the ball is snapped, and it looks like it is fumbled and picked up by Winslow. And it looks like it will be Winslow's ball. Looks like the center dropped the snap. And Winslow will set up shop at about the 20-yard line.
And if you're Eastside, that's a tough way to start the game on a team like Winslow that's so explosive. You don't want to give a team like that any momentum. So I know it is wet out there and raining. So I know that is a tough exchange for the quarterback in the center. But we'll see how they recover after the mistake.
Winslow offense coming out into the field. Jalen Parker, the team's leader. And we have new faces on this offense as well. So Quade Hendricks in his third game already making a big impact as the ball is handed off to Powell. Powell makes a move, still running. And it looks like he'll pick up about 5 or 6 on the first carry of the game. Parker now going to the sideline.
2nd and 7 from the 12.
Winslow is 4-2 with losses coming against IMG and Bergen Catholic. So Winslow's losses are very, against very highly touted teams. And that ball is snapped, handed off to Powell. Powell running right, makes the move, still running, and it looks like he will fall forward for the Winslow first down.
8-yard pickup, needed 7, so it can be the first. We have an injured player.
And it looks like an Eastside player is down on the field. high. Last time these teams faced off, the score was about 58-0. Winslow coming off a 3-game win streak, and they're looking to continue that today against Eastside. So again, a player is, at least he's walking on off of his power.
Did we see the number of the player that was injured?
No.
Well, no, Eastside has been dealing with some key injuries on the defensive front. Defensive lineman Elijah Satchel, number 8, was out last week on a high ankle sprain, so we're not sure if he's out there today, but he is a North Carolina State commit and a big-time player for Eastside.
Satchel leads the team in tackles with 42. Also leads the team in sacks with 6. As that ball is snapped, handed off to Powell. Powell jukes left, he jukes right, and he falls forward. It looks like he's just short of the end zone. Winslow starting off with a heavy rushing attack here, as it is rainy. So it looks like Winslow will try to keep the ball on the ground as much as they can today. As we have Parker in the shotgun, Powell to his left. As the ball is snapped, handed off to Powell again. Powell falls forward, and it looks like he is just short again. Eastside doing a good job at stopping Nakeem Powell there.
Third and goal on about what looks to be the 2-yard line.
Presses for Eastside's D-line to stop Powell. Powell's a very angry runner, and he tends to fall forward, so good job by Eastside's D-line there.
And having 2 downs, be mindful that Coach Belton might actually look to pass in this possession. Keep an eye out for Boomer Helton, who's on the far right, number 1. And we have a solo matchup
As
over here.
that ball is handed off to Nakeem Powell, and he falls forward for the touchdown. Touchdown, Nakeem Powell. His 7th rushing touchdown on the season, and Winslow goes up 6-0 as a Eastside player is down. Looks like that is number 10. Never want to see a player get injured on the first series of the game.
So we'll see. It looks like this player might be down for a little bit. Not sure if he's cramping. So we're going to go ahead and jump to our key player highlight for Nakeem Powell as we wait to see what's going on with this player. Powell, one of the top players in South Jersey, in the state of New Jersey, showcasing his ability on that line, coming behind the line.
It looks like the player is still down on the field. Winslow starting off hot today. Second play of the game, a fumble, and then they get the ball with good field position and make the most out of it and score a touchdown.
Yeah, and this is definitely not good for Eastside to start. You got a couple players that have already exited the game. Hopefully this young man is just a cramp and he can get himself together and come back. Nothing serious. But this is a tough Winslow team that is powerful on all fronts. Has a stout offensive and defensive line. Athletes all over the place. This is a tough team to beat. And mind you, the only 2 losses this year have been to nationally ranked powerhouse teams. So Winslow seems like they're focused in prime to try to repeat this season.
As the kick is up, and it is good. Winslow takes a 7-0 lead against Camden Eastside with 7:51 left to go.
Shot Emmanuel with the extra point.
Eastside going to try to make something shake when they get this ball back. They have to score something because this Winslow team, they will score pretty quick and make the game out of reach. So Eastside here needs to put something on the board. As that kick is going to be brought out from the 10-yard line. And the ball comes out, and it looks like
Winslow
Winslow has it.
Oh man, this is Winslow couldn't ask for a better start. Eastside is definitely struggling with the elements right now, maybe a bit of nerves, but this is a tough start for the Eastside team. Apologize for that audio coming in. But Winslow couldn't ask for a better start. Two short yards, short field possessions, off of 2 turnovers. Gotta hope this game, Eastside's gotta hope this game doesn't get out of control.
Yeah, 2 fumbles for Eastside there. You never want to see that at the beginning of the game. As Winslow's offense will come back onto the field. Quade Hendricks and TJ Maddox to the left. Helton to the right. Powell in the backfield as the ball is snapped and handed to Powell. Powell falls forward for about 4 or 5 yards. Parker now running back to the huddle. Parker in the shotgun. Powell behind him as that ball is snapped and it's going to be overthrown. Parker was looking for Helton there, but he overthrew it. And it looks like it will be 3rd and about 7 for the Eagles.
Yeah, Parker looking for his top guy, Boomer Helton. They may want to stick to the ground game right now. It seems like Powell's been dominating, but I understand, there's football. You got to get guys involved, keep them feeling like they're part of the game.
Parker in the shotgun, Powell to his right. As
they look for the bubble screen, and Eastside was ready for it.
Yeah, Eastside doing a good job sniffing out that bubble screen there. And now it will be 4th down. And we'll see what Coach Belton will draw up here.
Well, I definitely think he's going for it. And he's probably going to look to pass the ball at this point. But with the, with the amount of athletes you have on this team, you can run, you can pass, and they're liable to, to have a big play at any given time or any point in the field. So Coach Bill has his pick of the litter with the amount of athletic options he has.
Number 9, Karan Caesar checked into the game.
Trips left. Boomer Helton on the right side. Lone.
As the ball is snapped, Parker drops back. He fires, and that ball is caught by Quade Hendricks, and he will fall at about the 2-yard line.
And Eastside was in it, so they were in a zone, drop zone coverage. And he was able to sit in that pocket in between those defenders very well. And Parker being able to identify that, he put the ball at the perfect spot.
A quick little slant there by Hendricks. And, you know, he's a transfer, so he came in late, but he's been doing really well. Already 4 touchdowns on the season for Quade Hendricks. As that ball snapped and handed Karan Caesar. Karan Caesar gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Winslow. Caesar's 2nd rushing touchdown on the season. Winslow takes the 13-0 lead here.
Shot Emmanuel back to kick. 5:21 remaining in the first quarter.
As kick is up, and it is good. Winslow takes the 2-score lead here. Doing pretty much everything perfect so far. As you can see this replay, ball is handed to Caesar, and he's basically untouched.
And if you can rewind, can we rewind that replay a little bit real quick? I just want to point out a key thing about this up and play. Just pause it about right there. Go ahead, play it. All right, pause about right there. Pause. You got a double team right here with Namir Tucker and the lineman blasting that linebacker out of the way, and then you have another lineman right here. I think that might be Caden taking out the defensive back. That opens up that hole for Caesar to get that touchdown.
Yeah, very good play there by the Winslow offensive line. Definitely deserve more love.
Great kick by Emmanuel. Oh, and a slip. He's down at the goal line. Oh man, this is a tough day for Eastside. You know, it was a great kick. You would hope he could get a return, get out, maybe past the 20, but he slips, and now he looks like he's on about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, very unfortunate chain of events here for Eastside. Seems like nothing is going their way so far.
And you just got to pray that you don't have a turnover right here and give Winslow another 6.
Yeah, Winslow, they might bring the house here. Be aggressive here on defense. So we will see. As the ball is snapped high, and it's another fumble.
A safety.
Looks like that would be a safety. So Eastside coughs the ball up 3 times.
In 3 possessions.
In 3 drives.
So now, if you're not aware, viewing audience, it's a safety. Winslow gets 2 additional points, and now Eastside has to kick the ball off. Kicks the ball to Winslow to get another possession. This is a rough start for Eastside.
Yeah, it seems like nothing is going right here for Eastside. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Very, very unfortunate. Winslow looks like they're already running away with this game, and there's still 3 more quarters to play here. As the ball is kicked off, it looks like it's going to be returned by number 3, TJ Maddox.
Oh,
Maddox going right.
He's got a lane.
Still running. And it looks like he is ultimately taken down at about the 42 to 43 yard line. Nice little return there by Maddox.
Yeah, this is a tough start at Camden Eastside. But you know, every program at some point in time has tough moments like this, and this basically is going to come down to the grit of the players and the coaches to see what you could do despite being down, even though the score is 16-0, and it is doable to come back from a game like this, but it's very, very hard when you have self-inflicted wounds and if you're making mistakes. As Parker comes out to lead the troops for their next offensive drive. We got 4 wide receivers set, trips left.
Looks like that is Eric Worley in the backfield.
Motions out right, so now we got 5 wide.
As the ball is snapped and Parker drops back, he throws a screen but is dropped by Worley.
And he had a lane to get about probably like 5 to 7 yards.
Definitely room to run there if that ball is caught.
And when you are a player that's in a reserve position, key plays like that are very, very important because you don't get a lot of opportunities all the time. So if you are able to get an opportunity like that and then, you know, create something positive, usually adds on to it. You get more playing time and things like that. So you hope that young man gets another opportunity to go out here and make some plays.
5 wide again here for the Eagles. And it looks like some misunderstanding there. 5 wide again. Caesar in motion. It looks like it's going to be a end around. Caesar makes a couple moves, and he falls forward for about 2 to 3 yards. It will be 3rd and about 7 here for Winslow. With 4:25 left to go. Caesar to Parker's left. Hendricks all alone. As the ball is snapped, Parker drops back, fires, and the ball is dropped, bobbled by TJ Maddox.
Well, I will say this. That ball was perfectly thrown on the money. The defender made a great play by getting his hand up at the last minute because that was a touchdown pass. That was going to definitely be a touchdown pass. So kudos to that defensive back being able to recover and get his hand in there. But it was definitely an accurate throw by Parker. And it looks that Eastside is actually playing a lot of drop zone coverage where your safeties are in the back and they are passing off people into areas because Winslow, it is tough to guard Winslow man-to-man. There's just too many athletes, too many studs out here. A lot of teams don't have the athletic ability to keep up with them. So it looks like defense right now is in a nickel formation. 2 deep safeties.
4th down here, Powell to the right as Parker, he drops back, he fires over the middle, and it is caught by Nikir Helton and Winslow. 1st down.
And if we can run that replay back real quick, this is what I'm talking about. It's a zone coverage, and Helton is able to find a gap doing a deep crossing route right underneath the linebackers, but right before the safeties. And Parker is just doing a great job identifying these holes in this defense and delivering darts to these receivers.
As we have Powell to to Parker's left. As that ball is snapped, Parker drops back.
Action
He's
pass.
looking for Quade Hendricks, and it is dropped by Hendricks. Good coverage there by the defensive back.
We apologize for our score clock. We are having some technical difficulties, but we will be corrected soon. Score is still 16 to 0. 2nd and 10. Ball on about the 23-yard line.
As Worley checks back into the game.
Trips right.
Namir Tucker at tight end as that ball is snapped, and it is thrown in the flat to Powell, but he slips there. Very wet conditions out there on the field. Weather has impacted the game a lot today.
Yeah, but this nor'easter that we're supposed to be getting hit with on the shore, weather changes have been happening about a minute. When we first got here, it was just a light drizzle, and it picked up. We saw some sun for a little bit. Now it's raining a little bit harder. So these conditions are definitely playing an impact on this game.
Worley in the backfield. Hendricks to the left.
Keep an eye on Boomer Helton over here on the right side of the screen.
As that ball is snapped, Parker throws, and that ball is tipped. Knocked down, sorry. Parker tried to thread the needle there.
Yeah, and I think he picked his receiver a little bit before the snap. He didn't identify that linebacker that was dropping back into coverage. So again, when the team is playing zone, there's certain areas. So you can't necessarily pick your receiver before the play. You got to use your eyes. You got to use your eyes to manipulate the defense. Try to get them to go one way, you throw another. But you know, outside of that, he's been doing a great job with his throws.
As the ball is snapped, Parker drops back. He fires, and it is intercepted, it looks like. Looks like Parker was looking for TJ Maddox there, but
there was definitely a miscue or a misread there. Maddox kept going deep. I think Parker expected him to come back or stay down. But again, Eastside has been running this zone. So if you can see, if you could show the replay real quick from the last play, you can see how the defenders drop back into specific areas, and then if a player comes into the area, they're responsible for that player. So it's a lot of switching off and handing off by. You see how the linebackers drop back, and everybody shifts to the ball. So great interception by Eastside. Misread by Parker.
And Eastside with a little bit of life now as the ball is handed off, and looks like the back, pretty impressive there. He was touched behind the line of scrimmage, but breaks the tackle and falls forward for about 2 or 3 yards.
It's now 2nd and about 8 from the 8-yard line.
It's really the first normal play that Eastside has had since the first play of the game. And it will be 2nd and long here. Naeem Dale under center. As that ball is handed off, and he is immediately brought down by number 58, Caden Gray. Great job there, shedding the blocks and immediately getting to the running back, as it will be 3rd and long here for Eastside. Looks like they are not at about the 2-yard line here. As Dale is in the shotgun, and it is
Another
over his head.
A touchdown.
And it looks like that is a touchdown by number 11, Kamaj Matthews. Another fumble, fourth fumble of the first quarter.
This is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Eastside has not gotten to their own 20, hasn't gotten past their own 20 yet. And I know they got a young team. As we bring you the replay.
Four fumbles in the first quarter for Eastside, a nightmare start for them.
Manuel back up the kick, and
no good.
Cook is no good.
So the score will be 22-0. Yeah, 22-0. 46 seconds left in this first quarter. And Winslow looking like they're already running away with this game. Sorry, 25 seconds left in the first quarter here. Winslow just capitalizing off of Eastside's mistakes.
Another great kick by Emmanuel.
And that will be brought out
to about the 26 or 27 yard line, as Eastside has a little bit of breathing room to start this drive. A little bit more than they have the last few drives. Ball on about the 26 yard line.
As Naeem under center, and looks like nothing happens there on that play. Kamaj Matthews with the tackle there.
He was gesturing for a flag, but I'm not sure if that warranted one. We didn't hear the whistle, so you got to play to the whistle. As the quarter ends, Winslow Township with 22, Camden Eastside with 0. We're going to briefly go to a quick commercial and come back to you at the top of that, at the top of the second quarter.
I'll never forget telling my grandmother, one day I would love to start my own company. You know, she said that they'll never let a black man start his own company. That was a tough pill to swallow, but the spark stayed alive in me. My name is Cody Coleman. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Coactive AI. I grew up in New Jersey, but my mom was actually in prison when I was born, so I was put into foster care and then adopted by my maternal grandparents. We just grew up on their Social Security and welfare, and basically were in poverty all of my life. My older brother Sean came back into my life when I was about 13 years old, and that's when my spark for computer science really got lit. You know, he helped me build my first computer, and that opened my eyes, and it showed me that, you know, with a computer and an internet connection, you could create something that would impact the lives.
Welcome back here to Winslow as it scores 22-0 after the first quarter, and the ball is snapped, handed off, and looks like Benjamin Carter in there for the tackle. Eastside with
Got a 3-yard loss.
a 3-yard loss. Nothing really positive going on for Eastside here.
Now it's 3rd and 11.
Third and 11 here for Eastside. As Dale is under center, he slips and falls, and it will be 4th down. So the elements are really controlling Eastside's game.
But also, I mean, that was what we call a naked bootleg play, but the Winslow defensive line was all on and sniffed it out right from the beginning. So by the time the quarterback went to do his fake and roll back to his left, you know, he was just surrounded by a host of Eagles, and there was really nothing he could do, even if he didn't slip.
Ron Caesar back to return. He has one punt return on the season against Millville. As the punt is up.
Looks like a good punt.
And it will be
Fumbled.
dropped and fumbled by Caesar, and it looks like
Eastside might have
Eastside
recovered.
will recover.
Huge mistake by Winslow Township. If you're Eastside, this is the momentum that you want. You want something positive and good to happen, and hopefully you can capitalize off of it. On Winslow's part, probably a little bit of complacency, lack of focus on that return, catch for the return.
Yeah, it looked like he really wanted to bring that out there. It's probably a better idea to just fair catch it.
Fair catch it, or just let it drop, get out the way. But the turnover is always crucial.
So now Eastside maybe has something to play for here. As
Number 50.
the ball is snapped, and Dale is immediately tackled by number 8, Benjamin Carter.
Yeah, as a quarterback, man, it's not much that you can do when you're in the shotgun. By the time you catch the ball in the shotgun, you are literally looking at the other team's jerseys. You can't run the ball, you can't pass the ball. It's probably very frustrating for this young man right now. But I do believe that they are a youthful team. They got a lot to learn. So you just hope that they can come out here and compete and take advantage of a mistake. Winslow's defense has been superb, and I have not let this Eastside offense breathe at all.
As it will be 2nd and long. Carter, it looks like Carter jumped off the edge there, and you have to feel for Eastside's quarterback, taking lots of hits
Every play.
every play. But it looks like Carter came off the line a little too quick.
Five-yard penalty. So ball's back on the 50. 2nd down and 10. But Benjamin Carter is out here having his way with this offensive line. You guys got to keep an eye on number 8 right here. That young man right there is a problem for any offensive lineman that's got to go against him. And with Herb being out today, he's definitely filling that role as that defensive leader. Another offside penalty.
Winslow jumps again. So 2 mistakes there.
Yeah, and they're a little over aggressive. A little bit of the dominance that they've been having, probably salivating to get more sacks a little bit, but they still got to remain disciplined and be wise players.
Looks like Dale will be under center here. And it looks like quarterback keeper there, but again, nothing happening. Caden Gray with the tackle.
Third and 5, ball on the 45-yard line. I just don't know how much of a beating this young man can keep taking. I mean, he's a quarterback. He's getting hit every single play, and then you're running quarterback sneaks. You know, so at some point in time, you got to get somebody else the ball just to give this young man a break.
Yeah, Eastside just losing the battle in the trenches here. It looks like another.
So this is the most positive drive that Eastside has had, and it's been all off of Winslow's mistakes. And Winslow has taken the lead off of Eastside's mistakes. So Eastside should get a first down at this point, and at this pace, they could probably get Winslow offside to the goal line. Winslow definitely has to tighten it up a little bit and stay more disciplined.
As the ball is snapped, and this will be the first pass of the game for Eastside. And looks like good coverage there by the DB. So Eastside finally getting a passing play off against Winslow.
Great defensive play by Winslow. But again, when you can get a team to jump off sides that's over aggressive, they have to kind of relax a little bit, and then now they're not as quick getting off the line, so that gives the quarterback a little bit of time to see down the field, take chances down the field. But when you got a ton of pressure like that, you got to find a way to slow them down a little bit, and they were able to do that.
Second and long here, and another pass play, and it looks like Dale finally, and
he fumbled.
Never mind, he fumbles the ball. Eastside's 5th fumble of the game, and Winslow will take possession at the 35.
Flag thrown after the play. Not sure exactly what the call is at the second, but hopefully we can get the referee's audio. But it was an elusive move by the quarterback. He was able to dodge a couple players, and off that spin move, he got hit right out of that spin move, and that's what caused the fumble. So great defensive play by Winslow Township High School. As the referees discuss the penalty.
And you have to imagine Eastside is going to practice ball security in practice next week with 5 fumbles coming in 2 quarters.
So I think the penalty was against Eastside.
And the ball was
about was it a 15-yard penalty? It might have been a unsportsmanlike after the play.
Ball will move to about the 48.
Probably frustration. 49. Yeah, it's at the 49-yard line. Probably some frustration after that play from Eastside.
And looks like Winslow's running a 5 wide. Parker in the shotgun as the ball is snapped. Parker finds Hendricks for a little screen. Gets about 4 yards. Winslow defense has played pretty great today. Letting the offense get, the ball back pretty quickly in a timely manner. And you'd like to see some more people in the offense get involved. As the ball is snapped, another screen to Hendricks. And it will be 3rd down.
And the ball remained in bounds, so the clock is continuing to run. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. Ball at the 45-yard line. So looks like about 3rd and about 3 to the first down marker. And Winslow probably needs to continue to just slowly move the ball down the field like this. Last possession, they took a couple of risks that they probably didn't need to, which led to an interception.
Five wide yet again.
Keep it high on the Helton. Bottom of your screen.
Ball is snapped. Parker finds Helton. Makes a move up the sideline. Still running. Burst of speed. And he will get in for the touchdown. Nikir Helton with the touchdown. 5th touchdown on the year for Helton.
And if we could bring that replay back real quick so the audience can see the athleticism of Boomer Helton. You can see once he makes this catch, watch the acceleration after the contact. How he turns up that field, gets down the sideline. This is a reason why this kid is a Division I athlete, top player in the state. And again, Winslow have the athletes that could change the game in one play.
And that extra point is good. Helton with now 27 receptions on the season, 439 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Helton already with an impressive season, leading the team in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns.
Just an amazing player, amazing athlete. I was fortunate enough to coach Boomer his freshman and sophomore year on the basketball court, and he's developed not just as an athlete, but so much as a young man. Very proud to see this guy on the field and doing well. He's actually going to be an early graduate, so he's going to be heading off to college in January after the football season. Deservingly so.
As the kick is up, and looks like it will be returned. Good little return here, but nice tackle there by Winslow's defense. And Eastside will get the ball back again. Bad day at the office for Eastside so far. 5 fumbles so far.
Our apologies on the graphic on the down and distance. It says 3-3 right now. That's not correct. We're working on that to get that handled. Now it should be 1st and 10. Three minutes, 33 seconds left. Eastside under center
as that ball is handed off. And yet again, another stop by the Eastside defensive line.
And that ball came out after the play. Winslow's out here hitting. They came out here ready to go. Quarterback in the shotgun. Two receivers split left.
As the ball is snapped, and yet again, it looks like big hit there by Benjamin Carter. Winslow's defensive line just dominating Eastside's offensive line here.
There's a timeout called on the field. I don't know. What do you? If you're the defensive coordinator for Winslow right now, what do you say?
Once again,
keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, not much going here for Eastside.
And if you're the offensive coordinator right now for Eastside or their coach, you got to say, listen, we got to get out of this half without making another mistake, without giving their defense any more points on the board. Still a lot of time left in this half, so you really hope for a first down. But if Winslow gets the ball back, they're liable to put some more points on the board. Back to pass. Up. Flag on the play penalty against Winslow.
We have offside once again.
Offsides.
I'm going to move it up 5 and third and about 8.
Just want to give a special shout out to our Studio 106 crew. Despite the inclement weather, we had some of our top students come to help present this broadcast here at Winslow Township High School. So we want to say thank you for Jay Branch, RJ Rivera, and Mary's the guy to come out here and make sure that the local community and YouTube community gets to see Winslow Township, one of South Jersey's top schools and one of the top schools in the state, play football.
And it looks like Winslow jumped yet again there. So that's probably the only thing that hasn't gone right for them. Just little penalties like that. As the ball is snapped, and looks like the quarterback, good burst of acceleration, will fall.
Oh, he stays in bounds.
Stays in bounds and gets a couple extra yards.
And that's a good thing for Eastside, because the last thing they want to do is give Winslow the ball back. But again, what's been happening so far on their drives is they'll make a couple good plays, and then a mistake happens. So keep an eye out on Penn State commit down the bottom of the screen. Julian Peterson had a big hit last week versus Camden High. Knocked the player's helmet off, ended up on a House of Highlights on Instagram.
As the ball is snapped and thrown over the middle, but the receiver cannot make the grab. Looked like he was open there, but ball went through his hands.
Second and 10, 2 minutes, 4 seconds left in the half.
5 wide formation here for Eastside. As the ball is snapped, but there is a penalty flag thrown on the field. So we'll see which team this penalty is on. It looks like it will be on Eastside here. And it will be second and long here for Eastside.
Another penalty.
And it looks like another false start for Camden Eastside there. And they will back up another 5 yards.
And our championship band. Let's give it up to the band. They'll be performing at 4:45.
Second and very long here for Eastside as the ball is snapped. And another quarterback keeper, but he is ultimately brought down by Benjamin Carter. Carter having a great game here today.
Timeout by the Eagles.
So Winslow with a 29-0 win with a minute and 49 left in the second quarter. Eastside with 5 fumbles in 2 quarters so far. Lots of mistakes here. And Winslow doing everything they can to capitalize off of those mistakes. It'll be 3rd and 27 here for Eastside. As the ball is snapped, thrown into the flat, and it looks like the receiver gets a couple of yards there, but it will ultimately be a 4th down.
You're not allowed to leap in high school. So let's take that back. That's a personal foul, so I'm going to push it back 15.
Eastside backing up even more here. As this will be 3rd and forever. Running back in the backfield. As the ball is thrown. And it'll be a trick play for Eastside. And it looks like the trick play will not work out, but good idea there from Eastside. Little creativity from them. And it will be 4th down here, and it looks like the special teams unit will come on to the field.
As they roll in, all the way down to about the 34 of Winslow. First and 10. Minute in, 1 minute left.
One minute left here in the second quarter. As the ball is snapped and thrown to Helson. One-handed grab there, but
But he does slide down.
nothing much comes of it. And it looks like Winslow will be running hurry up here. 47 seconds left on the clock as Parker throws to Hendricks, and it looks like he wasn't ready to receive that. So quickly be 3rd down here for the Eagles.
40 seconds.
And the clock will stop after the incomplete pass. As Parker will fire and throw to Hendricks, but he drops the ball. So it'll be 4th down here for the Eagles, and it looks like their special teams unit will... Don't really know what they're going to do here. As the ball is snapped, Parker steps up, fires, and tries to find Hendricks, but he throws it into the ground. And the Winslow offense will come off of the field.
Tigers will take over right there at Winslow 41. First and 10.
Like 31 seconds left here in the second quarter.
About 29 seconds left.
Right now, it's not really solid though.
as the ball is snapped. And it looks like the quarterback is taken down here. Winslow's defensive line eating today. Seconds to go here for Eagles. As it is snapped and quarterback brought down again. Looks like there is a flag on the play.
We have a holding, but it is declined. So, ball's on the 43.
16 seconds left on the clock.
About 16 seconds. Timeout by the Tigers.
As the Eastside offense will come back onto the field. 3rd and about 15 here. It has another penalty here.
Another penalty. Lead receiver.
And looks like Eastside will back up even more.
So another 5 yards back to the 48.
As ball is snapped and thrown deep and overthrown there. So it will be about 7 seconds left on the clock in this second quarter. As the Winslow Township Eagles are up 29-0. And it will be 4th down here.
48. Need to get up to 26. We're going to do the math. That's about 22 yards. 7 seconds.
Ball is snapped and the punt is dropped. punt is dropped there. So looks like Winslow will have the ball with about 1 second left on the clock.
One more play. Our last play of this first half. Once again, the cheerleaders will be performing. Got a special presentation. Honor some old players.
1st and 10 here. As the ball is snapped, and Parker finds Hendricks on it. Flip there to Caesar. Another flip to Helton. Helton still running. Another flip back. And Eastside gets the ball. A couple of flips there by Winslow's offense. Very interesting play call there, and it almost worked. And Winslow will go into the second half leading 29-0 against Camden Eastside.
Of thousands, millions, and now billions of people around the world. I think there's two characteristics that have stayed with me throughout my entire life. I'm naively optimistic and endlessly positive. And those two characteristics have kind of taken me through thick and thin and through all, the dark times to where I am today. In 1996, Bill Gates said that content is king. He predicted that the real money on the internet was going to be made in content. Those predictions have come true, and the king is here. 80% of internet traffic is video data. So if it was a tidal wave before, it's a tsunami now. All of this content is sitting underutilized in cloud storage, just basically for serving or archived in backups. Our goal is to make it easy to search, filter, and analyze visual content, and transforming visual content from something that was a tax on organizations into something that would effectively leverage their content to deliver information and entertainment. In starting a company and starting Coactive AI, you're taking a leap of faith. You're doing something crazy, something insane, and if you don't have the right people around the table, the right partners supporting you, it's impossible. The end of my PhD was a surreal moment. In the span of 3 months, we raised the seed round for Coactive. I turned 30, and I defended my PhD. It felt like reality had broken. There was this moment where I was kind of overtaken by all the emotion and this thing that I wanted to do for so long and dreamed about, starting my own company. I broke down in tears and I ugly cried in this meeting, and it's a moment that I'll never forget. Growing a successful startup starts with building on a solid foundation, and that's what AWS gives us. I think the best analogy for big data is water. And you can kind of think of that in terms of the surface area for, something like Lake Tahoe. You can get across that with a canoe or a rowboat. But now we're talking about something that's the surface area of the Pacific Ocean. You're going to need a bigger boat in order to be able to cross that and to be able to find treasure. AWS gives us all of the raw materials and all the building blocks that we need in order to create that bigger boat that enables us to actually process this ocean of unstructured data in an efficient and scalable way so that we can actually go and explore without, breaking the bank. I would tell my younger self that hard work pays off and that there's an amazing world right around the corner in order to take that weight off of my shoulders and give me hope for what's to come. Partnering with AWS is the only way to build fast in a secure and scalable way to tackle the most ambitious startup challenges. I'll never forget telling my grandmother, one day I would love to start my own company. She said that they'll never let a black man start his own company. That was a tough pill to swallow, but the spark stayed alive in me. My name is Cody Coleman. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Coactive AI. I grew up in New Jersey, but my mom was actually in prison when I was born, so I was put into foster care and then adopted by my maternal grandparents. We just grew up on their Social Security and welfare, and basically were in poverty all of my life. My older brother Sean came back into my life when I was about 13 years old, and that's when my spark for computer science really got lit. He helped me build my first computer, and that opened my eyes, and it showed me that with a computer and an internet connection, you could create something that would impact the lives of thousands, millions, and now billions of people around the world. I think there's two characteristics that have stayed with me throughout my entire life. I'm naively optimistic and endlessly positive. And those two characteristics have kind of taken me through thick and thin, through all, the dark times, to where I am today. In 1996, Bill Gates said that content is king. He predicted that the real money on the internet was going to be made in content. Those predictions have come true, and the king is here. 80% of internet traffic is video data. So if it was a tidal wave before, it's a tsunami now. All of this content is sitting underutilized in cloud storage, just basically for serving or archived in backups. Our goal is to make it easy to search, filter, and analyze visual content, and transforming visual content from something that was a tax on organizations into something that would effectively leverage their content to deliver information and entertainment. In starting a company and starting Coactive AI, you're taking a leap of faith. You're doing something crazy, something insane, and if you don't have the right people around the table, the right partners supporting you, it's impossible. The end of my PhD was a surreal moment. In the span of 3 months, we raised the seed round for Coactive. I turned 30, and I defended my PhD. It felt like reality had broken. There was this just moment where I was kind of overtaken by all the emotion, and this thing that I wanted to do for so long and dreamed about, starting my own company. I broke down in tears and I ugly cried in this meeting, and it's a moment that I'll never forget. Growing a successful startup starts with building on a solid foundation, and that's what AWS gives us. I think the best analogy for big data is water. And you can kind of think of that in terms of the surface area for, something like Lake Tahoe. You can get across that with a canoe or a rowboat. But now we're talking about something that's the surface area of the Pacific Ocean. You're going to need a bigger boat in order to be able to cross that and to be able to find treasure. AWS gives us all of the raw materials and all the building blocks that we need in order to create that bigger boat that enables us to actually process this ocean of unstructured data in an efficient and scalable way so that we can actually go and explore without, breaking the bank. I would tell my younger self that hard work pays off and that there's an amazing world right around the corner in order to take that weight off of my shoulders and give me hope for what's to come. Partnering with AWS is the only way to build fast in a secure and scalable way to tackle the most ambitious startup challenges.
paid. Yeah, we paid. The Webster. Turn your phone. Yeah. Okay. Money, no money, these millions is big. I'm spending this shit on my kids. I'm sending the beat, not the beat, and smoke. Hit slip, no rent. I don't want you gonna do nothing if I gotta be the one tell you to spend. Telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling me friend. Drop top Rolls Royce, I don't know the time, I don't know the name of it. This was last night and this morning, but I don't know the name of it. She told that she don't know nothing about him, and this fame of it. We want the same mud, not the green, my the same mud. Mom, you I don't want shy. Brother, you a rape. My brother, twin, you a pack. Ran through sex. Hey, Louis V. Flex. Her man Trench. Swim pool heated. Yeah, she ain't trying to eat it. She ain't trying to what? Show you can beat it. Bring 2 liter, ride a 2-seater, ride with an eater. Calling me Poppy, I'm calling her mommy. Me good the first day of my keeper. Blowing money fast like a film shooter. I've been in the trenches filled with hyenas. Booby got a spider whipping it from the side. No money, these millions you get. I'm feeling it on my kids. I'm feeling the beat, not the beat. Smoke, pink slip, no rent. I don't want you gonna do nothing if I gotta be the one tell you to spend. Telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling me friend. Oh God. Drop top Rolls Royce, I don't know the time, I don't know the name of it. This was last night and this morning, but I don't know the name of it. She told that she don't know nothing about him, and this is fame of it. We want the same mud, not the green, the same mud.
You identify the AP. She ain't got an AP, she not mine. You cold. He cold. She belongs to the streets. Swallow, win petty. Close those snakes, yeah, Betty. Transport foreign, go steady. Darling out of like shady. Coulda went straight, went petty. Coulda, we ready. I'm petty. Ice style, bowling, steady. First time, gotta go get it. Talk, let's do more spinning. Walk down the get dishes. Turn the whole city up, nitty. Man, coulda went busy. Savage, 21 kilos. Brad is brown with dark, still that. Bro, turn got new body. See you ready, you smoke. Shoot him in the head, you go. Coulda went fair with bro. Traveling, living on the ocean. It's out on the roads, I don't know. The eater go, everybody go.
Money, no money, these millions you dig. I'm spending this shit on my kids. I'm sending the beat, not the beans. Smoke, pink slip, no rent. I don't want you gonna do nothing if I gotta be the one tell you to spend. Telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friend. Drop top Rolls Royce, I don't know the time, I don't know the name of it. This was last night and this morning, but I don't know the name of it. She told that she don't know nothing about him, and this is fame of it. We want the same mud, not the green, the same mud.
Is up. Yeah. Brown. I was bad at school, now I'm trying to dodge the scene. Just walk out the lavish stone, pair of shoes, $12.50. You want to boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no light. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving the Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shifting, and I'm lane switching. Big Zama, stand on straight bending. Ducking on the like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, gon' leave his face missing. Baby, he's all white, these ain't no Hirachi. Bad bitch, 50 flow, eat hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my bitches mad at me. Valet Park Designer District, I'm going straight to gallery. Jugs feeling, yup. Phone ringing, yup. Was hating, yup. Jury bling, yup. Jug singing, yup. Phone ringing, yup. Lay, yup. Jerry bling, yup. I was bad at school, now I'm trying to dodge the sin. Just walk out the lavish store, pair of shoes, $12.50. You want to boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on froze, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving the Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life.
All right, we're back. Started this second half. Score 29-0. Winslow will be receiving the first kickoff of the second half. Hoping the sun pushes past, no rain. But hopefully keep your umbrellas close.
We will be playing 2 more quarters. Winslow dominating this game off of Camden Eastside's mistakes. 5 fumbles in the first quarter from Eastside. They'll surely be better with the ball here in the second half. As it is an onside kick, and Winslow will recover here. So Eastside coming out the half with a little onside kick action there.
Winslow's first possession will be at the 40. 43. First and 10.
First and 10 from 38-yard line here as Parker drops back to pass. He steps up in the pocket, he throws deep, and it is intercepted by Camden Eastside. And the returner is brought down by Jalen Parker, intercepted there, and it looks like Parker happened. And Parker was intercepted there. So looks like Parker stepped up in the pocket and Helton fell down. And the DB intercepted that. Interception by number 9, Demir Hill. Quarterback under center. Receiver in motion as that ball is handed off. And Eagles D-line continue to be dominant here. And that is another tackle. Dale under center, and it looks like Winslow jumps again. So we saw a lot of jumping by Winslow in the first half. It looks like it has continued in the second half here. So Eastside will move a couple yards up, and the score is not 70-0. That is a malfunction. As Dale is under center, he drops back the pass. He fires, and a little miscommunication there. And that pass will be incomplete. Eastside trying to make something shake here. It is 3rd and 7. Quarterback under center. He snaps the ball. He fakes the handoff. And looks like there was a flag on the play. I'm not sure who is on.
You got a flag also thrown. City Sack's always back. 34. Flag. Yeah, holding. That's a decline. We did pull the ball up to about the 37. There's a sack. Gonna bring up the 4th. And about 15. Now, hold up. About 16.
It'll be 4th and long here for Eastside.
4th down. Decline.
And not sure what they're going to do here. Looks like Eastside will punt this. And the punt is up. And it will be brought out by Quade Hendricks, but he's immediately tackled there at about the 38-yard line. Winslow offense coming out here for the first time this second half. Dominant showing by them for the first 2 quarters, and they will want to continue that. Receivers in motion. And Parker going to hand it off here to Julian Peterson, and he will get about 8 or 9 yards there. It'll be 2nd and short here for the Eagles. Winslow looks like they continue to roll their season on after 2 early losses to pretty good teams, IMG and Bergen Catholic. They have seemed to, pick up steam and find their way. As the ball is snapped and thrown on a screen to Helton. Helton running up the sideline, and Winslow will pick up the first down. Helton falls to about the 40-yard line, and Winslow will set up shop.
About a 9-yard pickup.
So we got a 3 receiver set on the left, and another screen here to Hendricks. Hendricks is brought down by Eastside. So same play, just flipped around, and it will be 2nd down here for the Eagles. 8 minutes to go into this 3rd quarter here in Winslow. As Namir Tucker, number 6, the senior, hops onto the field. Eric Worley being subbed out the game, and Parker will go back to the huddle to try and draw something up here for Winslow. Second and 15 here. Tucker in motion. Another screen pass to Helton. Helton, burst of speed up the sideline, and it looks like nobody will catch him. Touchdown, Winslow Township Eagles. Helton's 2nd touchdown of the game. Big boost of acceleration there again by Helton, 2nd of the game. And Winslow now pouring it on. East side here. So as you can see here, the ball was just thrown to Helton on a screen. Good blocks there by Namir Tucker there, number 6, and he knew it was a touchdown. And now Rashad Emmanuel will be out for the extra point, and the kick is up, and it is good. Winslow takes the 36-0 lead here against Camden Eastside. And here is Helton's highlights. Key player for this team, 2 touchdowns on the game, 6 on the season, and he leads this team.
As Helton does it, another amazing play. Again, this is a tough Winslow team to beat, man. When they're clicking on all cylinders like this, I think they'll be poised to make another state championship run.
And Emmanuel will kick it off, and it looks like Eastside will take it out, but the ball is dropped. Returner picks it up and gets a couple yards. And now Camden Eastside's offense will come back onto the field.
And now since the score is 36-0, NJSIA rule is this is a running clock at this point, unless Eastside can score another touchdown. It's the New Jersey Mercy rule.
Eastside going to try to just get some sort of points on the board against this Winslow team at this point. They've shown flashes of positivity this game, but ultimately it just all ends with a turnover, and it looks like Andrew Crady comes up with the ball, and Winslow has it.
Wow.
6th fumble of the game for Camden Eastside, and this Winslow defense is amazing.
And Andrew was another superb athlete here on this Winslow Township team. the junior, is a budding star on this defense.
As Winslow's offense will come back onto the field. Karan Caesar to Jalen Parker's left. Tucker in motion. And it looks like Parker will look for Tucker. He makes the catch.
And that is a touchdown.
That is a touchdown. Studio 106's very own Namir Tucker with the touchdown.
Yes, yes, another Studio 106 student athlete. He does it all. He's got the grades, athleticism, and he can put together a great production. Namir Tucker with the touchdown.
His first receiving touchdown on the season. And Winslow takes the 42-0 lead here in the third quarter.
As the Eagles celebrate. Jalen Parker with the pass to Tucker. Top quarterback prospect out here leading the troops for Winslow Township High School.
And Winslow can run up the score even more here, especially at the rate that Camden Eastside has been, coughing up the ball, turning the ball over. This score can get pretty bad, worse than it already is.
Yeah, well, you also, too, at this point in time, as a coach, you may want to start looking to get some young guys some experience, preserve some of your guys for next week's game versus Mainland, the homecoming game. And Mainland has a 4-3 record this year, but they're coming off a big win versus EHT, Egg Harbor Township, 54-6. The week before that, they beat Ocean City 20-7. So they got a team that's coming in here next week that is probably, confident, feeling themselves. They run the wing tee, which is sometimes a difficult offense to defend against. So you want to make sure that your guys are at full strength and ready to go for that homecoming game Friday night. And then now, with this being a Saturday game, you got somewhat of a short week for Friday night's game. So hopefully some of these young guys get in and get some good experience.
So Eastside's offense will come back onto the field here. 3:48 left to go in this third quarter. And the ball is snapped. And the quarterback is ultimately tackled after getting about 2 yards.
2-yard pickup, 2nd and 7.
Ball is snapped. Quarterback keeper here, and some positive yards there for Eastside's quarterback, Naeem Dale. And it will be 3rd and about 7 to go for Eastside's offense. And it looks like they're very frustrated here.
As Carter comes off the field.
Looks like some grass in his helmet.
Winslow still currently ranked number 5 team in the state of New Jersey. The top public school in the state of New Jersey. Bergen Catholic, who we lost to earlier in the year, still ranked number 2. Don Bosco Prep has taken number 1 ranking in the state of New Jersey, Brooklyn Max Preps. So Winslow still holding strong.
And another quarterback keeper here for Eastside, and nothing doing there. And the special teams unit looks like it will be coming onto the field. Looks like another timeout called here by Eastside.
45 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
As the punt is up, and it is taken back here. Looks like this is Quade Hendricks on the return. Drags the defender for about 10 yards and will fall at about the 52-yard line.
Get them up. Get the 4s up. Where they at?
And that's the conclusion of the 3rd quarter.
Let's go. 4th quarter. Once again, let's thank our sponsors, Winslow Township. Sponsors. Look on our webpage.
Looks like Winslow will be putting in running back number 26, Jason Nelson, in this game.
Homecoming. It's going to be on Friday. Got a main lane coming from the store.
Still keeping in most of the offense here.
Coming up Friday night, homecoming. Who will be crowned the king and queen? And who will be their courts? Homecoming week. Very exciting week.
1st and 10. Looks to be about the 48-yard line.
It looks like number 22, Jayon Moss, will now be checking into the game. Lining up in the slot. As the ball is snapped and handed to Nelson. Nelson,
Big
quick
gain.
burst, and he's still carrying 3 defenders. First down, Jason Nelson.
Jason Nelson on that carry. Nelson once again.
Another handoff to Nelson.
25
About 2 yards, 4 yards there.
About 2 yards there. 2nd and 8.
Looks like Winslow has taken Helton out the game.
And it is a good opportunity, like I said, for these young guys, some of these young guys to get a chance to go out here, get some varsity reps, get hit real, go out here and get some experience. Because you still, as a coach, you still got to build for the future as well.
As Parker drops back and throws. Finds Maddox, and it is caught for the touchdown. Great catch by TJ Maddox going up over a defender.
And look from our angle, that might have been a one-handed catch.
Great catch there by Maddox. Very impressive there, as it's just one-on-one with the defender, and he goes up over him and makes the outstanding catch.
As you saw the excitement of Coach Bill Belt on the sideline, because it definitely was a Sports Center-esque kind of catch. So, but hey, when you're getting 50 points in the game, 49 points in the game, it's a lot to be happy about.
As the kick is up, and it is
Good.
by Rashad Emmanuel. And TJ Maddox, second-year player, had a small role last year with Cam Miller here, but now after Miller has left, he's taken a big step and is definitely a big target for Jalen Parker.
And again, I just want to give another shout out to our TV production crew here. Jaden Branch directing. We got Marius Nagai, our technical director and replay operator today. We have RJ Rivera commentating. Despite the inclement weather, we were able to put on a good production here. This award-winning program here at Studio 106 is led by some very talented young people who are going to be successful, and they will make the program grow and make the program go forward. And we're really thankful and appreciative of the type of work they put in for this program. So thank you guys.
You heard him. Don't try.
Next week's homecoming game is going to be Friday night, 7 p.m. versus Mainland. Weather permitting, this is probably going to be one of our best broadcasts coming up. We're planning on doing 8 camera angles, eight angles of replay, graphics, ESPN level stuff. So make sure you guys, our YouTube viewers, make sure you guys tune in next week at WTHS Studio 106 on YouTube and see not only the best public school in New Jersey, but the best production team in New Jersey as well.
Winslow up 50-0 here. Last year the score in this game was 58-0, so Winslow trying to do that again here today.
Yeah, I was able to go outside at halftime, and University of Kentucky player, former Winslow grad last year, Cam Miller, is actually out there on the sidelines supporting the team. Ball tapped at the line of scrimmage as it's incomplete. Cam is out here doing his thing. Was able to get some reps at UK the last few weeks. So we're really proud of that young man. Another Studio 106 alumni as well. But playing Division I football, having a good impact out here on the field and in the classroom.
As that ball is snapped, and again, Winslow's D-line too much to handle for Eastside's offensive line. And this game has really been, won in the trenches here for Winslow. Just lots of athletes on the defensive side of the ball. And already third down here.
Eastside right now, man, it's not much as a coach that you can do other than try to make sure these kids run, good, clean football. You try to work on some fundamentals to try to slow down this avalanche of Winslow Township. But, it is tough when you're on the receiving end of a loss like this. But if you got some good kids, they can build some character, and, hopefully they remember a loss like this and get better.
Winslow gets the sack there, so it will be fourth down, and looks like the special teams unit will be coming on to the field. 7:56 left in fourth quarter here. Winslow Township up 50-0 against Camden Eastside. As the punt is up.
It's up high, but it's short.
And it is short. It will take a east side bounce and land at about the 40-yard line. And curious to see what Coach Belton does with the lineup that's going on in the field. Most likely going to put in subs here.
And like I said, you still got a lot of season left. You got 2 regular season games plus playoffs. You want to preserve the health of your main guys as much as you can when you can. So when you get younger guys who get experience like this, you never know. You might find a diamond in the rough, or you get somebody that gains some confidence, and you might be able to put them into a big game situation, and they can kind of be like a secret weapon. Somebody that's like not on film too much that you can utilize in key moments. But Parker is still out on the field.
As the ball is snapped, Parker didn't like what he saw, and now he's using his legs, runs through a defender and falls forward for the first down. Looks like Coach Belton's not happy about that.
To a play like that, I would like to see that young man slide. The game is out of hand. He's your best player, your star quarterback. You don't want him to get hurt out here on plays that at the end of the day don't really matter at this point. So hopefully, he can preserve himself, make wise decisions when he's on the field. Possibly get a backup in there.
Looks like the ball is snapped. Parker will step up, fire, and that ball is almost intercepted, thrown into double coverage. And it will be 3rd down for the Eagles. Clock still running due to the mercy rule. Jason Nelson, the running back in the game for the Eagles. As receiver goes in motion, it's a little pitch to Nelson. Nelson running, but brought down by some Eastside defenders. And it will be 4th down. Looks like Coach Bill will be going for this. Winslow has not punted the ball once this game.
Yeah, well, half the game they've been getting the ball within their own 20, so, I mean, within the Eastside 20. So, you know, the Eastside is just a little outmatched today. So, punt time is not going to be an option. But you do have to applaud the effort that these young men are still coming out here and trying to play hard.
As the ball is thrown to Moss, and he drops it. Good throw there by Jalen Parker, but Moss could not hang on to it. And now looks like Eastside will take over on downs. Sorry, that must have been 3rd down because the Winslow offense is still on the field. So it will now be 4th down. 3 minutes to go here. As the ball is snapped, Parker finds his receiver. He makes a move, and it looks like he gets just enough for the 1st down. Winslow with the dominant performance here today against Camden Eastside. Granted, Eastside with lots and lots and lots of mistakes. Jason Nelson to Parker's right. As the ball is snapped, Parker finds Nelson. Nelson makes a move, and he is brought down. So play clock will still dwindle. Winslow enjoying a 50-0 lead.
Ball's on the 13. Second and about 4, actually. Make it to about the 9, cross the 10.
As it looks like not sure what happened there. Flag on the play.
Bring him back 10.
50 seconds left on the clock, so Winslow might get 1 or 2 more plays here. 2nd and 13. As the ball is snapped and given to Eric Worley. Worley gets tackled. Now it'll be 3rd and about 6. Will Winslow decide to run another play? It looks like they might. 15 seconds on the clock, and Winslow will not run another play. The game is over, and the Eagles take down Camden Eastside 50-0. Winslow with a dominant win, capitalizing off Eastside's mistakes, and they will play Mainland next week. I'm Rafael Rivera, and thank you for tuning in Beyond the Whistle by Studio J106, and we will see you next week for the homecoming game against Mainland. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.